the channel. So today we are sewing another Sewcialites block. We are almost done and I'm really excited. I have really enjoyed making all these tiny blocks, but I'm really glad that we're almost finished. So I have started putting my rows together. I mentioned in one of the past videos that I'm going to start sewing my rows together and doing my setting blocks. I accidentally shared the setting measurements if you're making the 3-inch blocks, so if you want to go back and look a few videos, I do share that by accident, so sorry. So here's number 1, and then here's row number 2, and then number 3, number 4, number 5, and finally row number 6. So we just completed this row. We just made this sweet little flower last week. So we have our 6th row all done, and that means we only have 4 more blocks to do. So today we're going to work on this guy. It's called Down to Earth, designed by my friend Wendy Shepperd. Then the next week we're going to make this cute one. Then we're going to make this pretty star. And then this final one, and we are finished! Yay! So I'm going to finish my quilt today, the one that the Fat Quarter Shop asked me to make and sew along with the wild honey. So I'll pop that up. I'm going to finish that one this week, and next week I will show it to you all finished with the binding on. It's going to be beautiful. It's not going to be very big either. So in the next few weeks we're going to keep sewing the Sunday Brunch blocks. Very cute. And then after the sew along is over and we have all the blocks done, I'm going to make a bag with that one. And so that'll be a final video after everything's finished. That way we all have time to finish our blocks, and then we'll make a bag if you want to join me for that. So I've already cut my pieces for the Down to Earth. I didn't use any papers. I didn't do anything different than what is on the instructions. So I just cut everything exactly the way that the pattern shows on the instructions. I did do one little thing a little bit different than normal. I'll show that once I get the up above camera so you can kind of see up close what I'm talking about. But I'm excited. Let's get sewing. So I've already cut all my pieces for this block. I'm using Sunday Brunch for the one that we're sewing on camera. I want to also mention that I did do a new bonus video a couple weeks ago showing how to make this super simple quilt-as-you-go bag with the very easy zipper method. So there's that video if you want to check that out. I used the 3-inch blocks that we're sewing. Then I also did a pincushion tutorial showing you how to make sweet little pincushions out of these same 3-inch blocks. So if you're interested in that, you can go back and look in the playlist and see those. So for today we're making this block, and the only difference that I am going to show you is that on the D's, so normally we as quilters sew the line on our piece that's going, the small corner pieces. So for these little tiny ones, I did some practicing in the beginning, and I found that it was easier to draw the line on the actual, on this bigger piece instead of the smaller ones for the flying geese. I feel like it's a little bit easier to follow, and I kind of liked the result better. So it's not normal. I know a lot of people were like, what are you doing? So that's what I do, and I'm going to show you how I make the line on it, but I did want to show you first. I'm drawing the line on the D piece instead of the C pieces. And so the way that I am doing that is I'm just taking a ruler that has the 45-degree angle on it, and I'm just lining that up on the edge of the piece so that it meets at the corner. So I want to line it up here and at the corner, and then we're going to draw the line down. Then we're just going to spin our ruler and we're going to put it on this side, line up our line with the corner, and then we're going to make another line this way. So we're going to start at the corner and go that way. And now we have our perfect little lines, and that shows us the 1/4 inch. Okay, so now that we have our lines drawn on our piece D, we are ready to add our piece C. And so we're going to do it the same way that we normally do. We're just going to put it over the corner. We're just going to flip it and sew on the bigger side. I'm still sewing slightly on the inside of the line, and then when we fold it over, we'll finger press and then trim it off. Okay, so now we will start on our next piece. So we're going to do all the one side first, then we're going to trim them off and press them. All right, so now we're going to inspect our work just a little bit, fold them all over, finger press them, and make sure that they look the way that you want them to look. And they do, so we're going to trim them and then press them. All right, so now we have all those done, and now we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to flip them all so that I have them the way I want them. This is a great time to use that acorn glue if you have it, if you want to, since these are so tiny. And now we are to the last one. Same thing, we're gonna finger press them and make sure they're not crazy. Then after we get done trimming and pressing, we'll probably want to trim off again if there's any little wonky areas. Oh my goodness, these are tiny. So now we're gonna trim it down just a little bit. I do have a couple of little corners that are shooting out a little bit farther than they need to be. Okay, so now we have those little flying geese finished. So the instructions now have us assembling our block. So we're gonna start with the G in the middle, and we're gonna sew an F on either side, right and left side of the G. And then we're gonna press them towards the G. Okay, so now we are gonna take our E's and we're gonna sew a B on either side. So one on the right side of that one, and then one on the right and the left side of that one. I think I cut one extra one. And then we're just gonna spin it around and do our pieces on the other side. Now we are gonna press these towards the B. Okay, so we have those pieces now finished. So we can sew a flying geese. We can sew a goose over here and another goose over there. So let's go ahead and do those. Now we'll sew this other side on. Alrighty, now we're gonna go press these towards the F. So all of our seams are going inward, these are going in this way, and these are going in this way. So now we have that finished. Now we're gonna put these on either side like that, and then we're gonna sew these A's on either side of both of our geese. And then that will be the top and the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and nest my seams. So this piece, the seam is going towards the right and the other one's going towards the left. So we're gonna pin them. I'm gonna go ahead and press it. Now we're gonna do this one on the bottom. Same thing, we're gonna nest our seams and pin. Now I'm gonna go press this side as well. I'm definitely gonna use my clapper for this one. We're gonna leave that sitting over there on the clapper, or we're gonna leave it under the clapper. Now we're gonna put our A pieces on either side of the other two little geese. Then we're gonna spin it around and push these two pieces off to the side and finger press them so they're not in our way. These pieces seem extra small today. All right, now we're gonna trim those threads, and then we're gonna go press these towards the A. So out towards the background. So it's time to put our little geese on the top and on the bottom. And look at how cute. So we don't have any seams to nest this time. So we just want our center part of the flying geese and the center part of the block. So if you wanted to make sure it's exact, you could fold both pieces in half. Get yourself a little mark. Then fold this one in half, get yourself a little mark. And then you can line up your 2 marks and pin those. And that looks pretty, 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 pretty. So now we'll do the same thing with this one. We'll fold it in half just to get a little fold, and then we'll mark this one and finger press to get a little fold. And then we will line up our 2 folds. Pin. Yay! Okay, we're gonna go press these inward. I'm gonna leave it under the clapper for just a minute, and then ta-da! Okay, we're gonna trim it down because there's a couple of little pieces on these end ones that are a little long. And there we go. Actually, I think I missed that piece just a smidge right there. So next week, I thought I would show you up close. We are doing this one by Jackie McDonald. It is so cute. I think it's maybe one of my new favorite blocks. It is just darling. It looks like a flower if you look at it one way, and it looks like X's and O's if you look at it another way. Super cute. So we're making that one next week. Yay, so that one was fun. What did you think? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, and I would love for you to subscribe and come back and hang out. I also want to let you know that I just shared a new video yesterday of a new sew along that I am doing with a friend of mine. So if you're interested in a new fun project, come and check out that video too. So next week we'll work on this little cutie, and I will see you back next time. Thanks a lot for watching.